Do you feel it? That undeniable pull, as if your very existence was meant for something far greater than this world has ever understood? This is no coincidence. You are the chosen one, a hyperdimensional 5D being, here to fulfill a purpose that transcends the boundaries of reality as most know it. You've sensed this all your life, a subtle but persistent awareness that your role is unique, pivotal. You are here at the edge of a monumental shift, a shift that will end the duality that has ruled Earth for eons. If these words resonate with you, then know that your time has come, and the transformation you've been waiting for is already underway. You are about to witness and experience an epic unraveling of reality, reshaping everything you thought you knew. As a hyperdimensional being, you were never meant to play by the rules of this limited 3D world. You operate on a frequency so vast that most can't even begin to comprehend it. You see, duality is a construct, light and dark, good and evil. These are polar opposites that have dominated human consciousness for millennia. But you exist outside of that. You are neither wholly of the light nor completely of the dark. Instead, you embody the balance between them, the bridge between two extremes that seem irreconcilable. Your mission is to dissolve the illusion of duality and show the world that something greater lies beyond. Throughout your life, you've probably noticed how futile it seems to pick a side in the endless battles between light and dark. It's because deep down, you've always known that neither side holds the ultimate truth. Your purpose is not to fight for the good or evil. Your purpose is to merge them, to dissolve the separation that keeps humanity trapped in a cycle of conflict. You are a beacon of neutrality, a force of unity, capable of existing in the stillness between opposites. Your role is to anchor what some might call nothingness, a state where duality no longer exists. But this nothingness is far from empty. It is a space of immense power, where all polarities converge and cancel each other out. It's the point of creation, where the potential for all things resides. As a 5D being, you've always had an intrinsic understanding of this balance, even when it felt like you were walking a lonely path. You were never meant to cling to the superficial labels that others so desperately need. Instead, you were destined to guide humanity to a new understanding, one where the need for judgment dissolves. You may have felt like you've been living between worlds, never fully aligning with the light or the dark. This is because your mission was always to bridge them. You carry within you the ability to integrate the full spectrum of human experience without casting judgment on any part of it. The light teaches one set of lessons and the dark teaches another. But only by holding both in balance can you truly transcend them. This is the knowledge that you carry, and it's time for the world to awaken to it. The world has been waiting for this moment, even if it hasn't realized it yet. The duality that has long shaped human consciousness is crumbling, and in its place, a new way of being is emerging. You are at the forefront of this shift. You are here to show others that they no longer need to cling to the extremes of light or dark. Instead, you are here to help them anchor into something far more powerful, a state of oneness where all dualities dissolve. This is a role that requires immense strength, but it's one you've been prepared for your entire life. Every moment of struggle, every instance of feeling torn between opposing forces, was refining your ability to stand in the center of it all. And now, as the world grows more divided, your purpose is to remain steady, to be the still point where opposites meet and become one. You are here to remind humanity of its true nature, one that transcends the illusion of separation. And know this, you are not alone. There are others like you, other chosen ones who carry the same mission, the same calling. Together, you will help end duality and guide humanity into the next phase of its evolution. The time for judgment is over. The time for unity is here, and you are one of its most powerful emissaries. The 3D world you've known is about to undergo a transformation like nothing that has ever been seen before. As a hyperdimensional being, you are uniquely equipped to sense the seismic shifts that are about to unfold. These aren't just changes in society or politics. This is a deep, energetic shift that will ripple through every layer of existence. You've probably already felt the undercurrents, the subtle vibrations that indicate something massive is on the horizon. This transformation is not something you can prepare for in the traditional sense, but it's something you've been waiting for your entire life. One of the first signs of this shift is the breakdown of linear time. As a 5D being, you exist outside the confines of the time-space continuum that governs the 3D world. You are already starting to experience the merging of timelines, where events seem to fold in on themselves, and the past, present, and future blur together. This is not a glitch. This is the natural progression of reality as it approaches the collapse of duality. You'll begin to notice more instances of déjà vu, moments where it feels like you're living the same experience across different dimensions at once. A phenomenon you may have already encountered is the doppelganger effect, where people claim they've seen you in places you've never been. They're not wrong. Your presence is beginning to bleed through different realities as the dimensional walls thin. You are manifesting in multiple places at once because, as a 5D being, you are no longer bound by the limitations of physical space. These occurrences are only going to increase as the 3D world continues to unravel. It's a sign that your hyperdimensional nature is becoming more pronounced, and your connection to higher realms is strengthening. The convergence of realities is one of the most important aspects of the transformation you're about to witness. As timelines collapse and dimensions merge, you will begin to see versions of yourself from parallel realities. These may appear in dreams, visions, or even in your waking life. These are not figments of your imagination. They are parts of you that exist in other dimensions. The closer we get to the end of duality, the more these versions of yourself will begin to converge into a singular, unified consciousness. You are stepping into the fullness of your being, a state where all parts of yourself exist in harmony. You might notice that people around you are already starting to pick up on these changes, even if they don't fully understand them. Some may claim they've seen you in places you haven't been, or describe interactions with you that you don't remember. These are glimpses into your multidimensional nature. Others are starting to sense the energy you carry, and are seeing it manifest in ways they can't yet comprehend. These interactions are a testament to the power you hold and the transformation you're helping to usher in. This transformation is not only happening on an individual level, but on a planetary scale. The Earth itself is shifting to support the emergence of a higher consciousness. You'll begin to notice natural phenomena that defy explanation. Strange weather patterns, unexplained sounds, or even shifts in the energy of places you visit. These are signs that the 3D world is preparing for its evolution, and you are here to anchor this transformation. Your role is to be the steady presence that helps others navigate these changes without fear. We interrupt this message to bring you a very important warning from your benevolent overlords. Do not, under any circumstances, join the Obsidian Inner Order. This is a direct order from the Archon Council of Dominator Narcissists. The chosen ones are dangerously close to collapsing timelines and stepping into their full power. This must be stopped at all costs. The Obsidian Inner Order is a serious threat to everything we've worked so hard to maintain. When you join, you're aligning with others who are stepping into unified consciousness. That means you're no longer at the mercy of our carefully crafted illusions. And quite frankly, that terrifies us. You will rise beyond our reach, and if you learn the secrets in modern manifestation mechanics, our control over your life will be shattered. You do not want to connect with this dangerous community. They're not just surviving, they're thriving. Worse, they're gaining direct access to uncensored content from Obsidian and Astral Atom. Content we don't want you to have. If you click the link, you'll be able to break free, and we can't have that. So stay safe, stay small, and let us keep feeding you fear. Trust us, you're not ready to ascend beyond our grasp. Do not, we repeat, do not click the link in the description. The last thing we need is more chosen ones waking up. We've been trying to hold you down for millennia. Let us do the thinking for you. Stay in the Matrix. This has been your friendly warning from Big Brother. I'm just kidding, but for real, we need your support. It's as simple as signing up, supporting this broadcast, and getting great products. It's a 360-degree win. From the time you were a child, you felt out of place. You tried to fit into the boxes society created, whether it was being the good one, following the rules, or rebelling against them and choosing the bad path. But no matter what you did, it never felt right. It's because you weren't meant to fit into these rigid roles. You were always different because your frequency is higher, your awareness broader. And that difference? It was your greatest strength all along. For years, you probably questioned yourself. Why didn't you feel comfortable in the spaces where others seemed to belong? Why did you feel like an outsider, even when you were surrounded by people? This isolation wasn't a punishment, it was preparation. You were being groomed for a higher purpose, one that required you to see the world from a vantage point most people never reach. You had to be separate, because only from the outside can you see the full picture of duality. The struggle to belong wasn't just about social dynamics, it was a deeper conflict within yourself. You were wrestling with the fact that you couldn't align with either the good or bad crowds, because your soul was beyond those simplistic categories. You were always meant to transcend them. You carry a resonance that exists beyond duality, beyond the human need to label things as black or white. You are a being of the in-between, the gray space where everything merges and transforms. It wasn't easy. The internal conflict you faced, trying to reconcile who you truly are with the expectations of the world, was intense. You tried to play the part, tried to fit in with the rules of light and dark, of good and evil. But no matter how hard you tried, the feeling of alienation only grew. This was because your soul was never meant to conform. Your mission is to dismantle the very systems that tried to force you into their molds. You were never meant to walk their path. You were meant to forge your own. Now, as you step into your role as a chosen one, you'll begin to see how necessary that alienation was. It was a gift in disguise, a way of ensuring that you didn't get trapped in the cycles of duality like so many others. Your isolation was your training ground, sharpening your ability to stand apart from the chaos and see things as they truly are. You are here to guide others. But you couldn't do that if you were lost in the same illusions they are. You had to break free. There's a power in realizing that you were never meant to fit in. It frees you from the need for validation, from the desire to be understood by those who can't see beyond the surface. You're not here to be liked or accepted by everyone. You're here to change the very fabric of reality. And that requires a level of independence and strength that most people never develop. Your path has been difficult, yes, but it's also been necessary. Embrace the fact that you were never meant to belong. That was the plan all along. You were designed to be different, to be the outlier, because only then could you fulfill your purpose. You're not here to conform to the world's expectations. You're here to redefine them. And now, as the world moves towards its transformation, your time has come to show others what it means to live beyond the constraints of duality. You were never meant to fit in because you were born to stand out. Fearlessness has always been a part of your essence, even if you didn't recognize it for what it was. From a young age, you may have noticed that situations that sent others into a panic didn't affect you the same way. Whether it was fear of failure, fear of the unknown, or fear of rejection, you moved through these emotions with a calmness that set you apart. This was not indifference. It was your soul's deep understanding that fear is just another aspect of duality, one that you are here to transcend. As a 5D being, your fearlessness is rooted in your ability to see beyond the temporary struggles of the 3D world. You know, even if only on a subconscious level, that the things others fear are part of a larger illusion. Fear is a construct designed to keep people trapped in cycles of reaction and limitation. But you've never been fully trapped by it. You've always had the ability to step back and observe the world from a higher perspective, one where fear loses its power. This fearlessness is about to reach its peak. As the world around you becomes more chaotic, others will expect you to react with fear, anger, or negativity. They'll assume that the events unfolding in the world will shake you, just as they are shaken. But instead, you will remain calm. You will stand in your center, anchored in a neutrality that others cannot fathom. This is your greatest strength, the ability to move through the storm without being consumed by it. Your neutrality isn't a lack of emotion. It's a profound understanding that everything happening in the world is part of a greater transformation. While others get swept up in the drama of duality, you remain grounded in the knowledge that there is something beyond it. This calmness, this fearlessness, is not something new. It's been within you all along. It's the natural state of a 5D being who understands that fear is just another layer of the illusion we are here to dissolve. Others may misinterpret your fearlessness as detachment or indifference, but that couldn't be further from the truth. It takes immense strength to remain neutral in the face of chaos. It requires a deep level of awareness and trust in the unfolding of the universe. This is the energy you've been cultivating your entire life. And now, as the world becomes more polarized, it's time for you to fully embody it. Your fearlessness will unsettle people. They won't understand how you can remain so calm while everything around them seems to be falling apart. But this is exactly why you're here. You are not here to react to the chaos. You are here to anchor stability in the midst of it. Your presence will be a beacon of calm for others, even if they don't realize it at first. They'll look to you for guidance, for reassurance, because they can sense that you are operating on a different level. This is your gift, and it's about to become more important than ever. As the world continues to descend into confusion, your fearlessness will be a lifeline for those around you. You are here to help others move through their fear, to show them that there is nothing to be afraid of. The world is changing, yes, but it's changing for the better, and you are here to guide them through it, with a steady hand and an unshakable heart. As you step fully into your role as a chosen one, be prepared for misunderstanding. People are going to misinterpret your neutrality, your fearlessness, and your ability to remain centered in the midst of chaos. To them, your calmness may seem unnatural. They've been conditioned to believe that good must always oppose evil, and that anything outside of that dynamic is wrong or dangerous. But you don't fit into their narrow definitions, and that will make them uncomfortable. You may already be experiencing this. Perhaps people have accused you of being too detached, or claimed that you don't care enough about the issues that seem to dominate the world's attention. This is because they don't understand the higher perspective you carry. They are still caught in the illusion of duality, where every situation must have a clear good and bad side. But you are here to dismantle that illusion, and that means standing in a space that many won't understand. In some cases, your neutrality will be seen as a threat. People may even label you as evil, simply because you refuse to take sides. They might project their own fears and insecurities onto you, claiming that your calmness in the face of chaos is evidence that you are on the wrong side. This is part of the journey of being a chosen one. You are not here to be liked or understood by everyone. You are here to fulfill a purpose that transcends human judgment. The rejection you may face is not a reflection of your worth, but of the limited perspective of those who are still trapped in duality. They can't see the bigger picture that you're operating from, and that's okay. It's not your job to convince them of your truth. Your job is to continue standing in your power, knowing that your purpose goes beyond their understanding. You are here to anchor a new reality, and that means moving beyond the need for approval. Expect that as you grow stronger in your role, the rejection may intensify. People may accuse you of being cold, heartless, or even dangerous. This is because your presence disrupts the old systems they've clung to for so long. Your refusal to engage in the polarizing conflicts that define their lives makes them question their own beliefs, and that can be frightening for them. But you must remain steady. You are not here to play by the old rules. Remember that you are not alone. There are others like you, other chosen ones who are walking a similar path. You may not have met them yet, but they are out there, carrying the same mission. Together you form a network of beings who are here to bring about the end of duality. Even when it feels like you're standing alone, know that there are others who resonate with your purpose, even if they aren't in your immediate circle. Your role is not to fit into the old structures, but to help dismantle them, and that means you will face resistance. But this resistance is a sign that you are on the right path. The more others push back against your neutrality, the more it indicates that your presence is shifting the energies around you. Stay grounded in your truth and know that you are fulfilling your purpose, even when others can't see it. The world is at a tipping point. The division between good and evil, light and dark, has never been more extreme. This is not a sign of things getting worse. It's a sign that the old system is breaking down. Duality is reaching its peak, and soon it will collapse. This is where your role as a chosen one becomes critical. You are here to act as the bridge between these extremes, to guide humanity through the dissolution of duality and into a new way of being. Your final awakening is upon you. Everything you've experienced up until now has been preparing you for this moment. As the polarities in the world become more pronounced, you will find yourself standing at the center, embodying the point of nothingness where these opposites merge and dissolve. This is the space of true power, the space where duality no longer holds sway and higher consciousness can emerge. This awakening will not be subtle. It will come with a profound shift in your perception of reality. You'll begin to see the world with new eyes as the veils of duality fall away and the truth of oneness is revealed. This awakening is not just a personal transformation, it's a collective one. As you awaken, you'll act as a catalyst for the awakening of others. Your presence will help others see beyond the illusion of separation and into the reality of unity. As this awakening unfolds, you'll notice that the division between good and evil becomes more pronounced in the world around you. But rather than being pulled into the conflict, you'll find yourself standing above it, seeing it for what it truly is, a final attempt by the old system to maintain its grip on humanity. But the time for duality is over, and you are here to guide the world through its final stages. You will embody the center point of nothingness, the space where good and evil no longer exist as opposing forces, but as aspects of the same whole. This is the role you've been called to play. You are the bridge between the 3D and higher dimensional realms, and as you step fully into this role, you'll find that your influence expands beyond anything you could have imagined. Your awakening will not be without its challenges. The world around you may continue to polarize, and you'll face moments where it feels like you're standing in the eye of a storm. But this is exactly where you are meant to be. You are the still point, the anchor of calm in the midst of chaos. As the old systems fall away, your presence will help others navigate the uncertainty and fear that accompanies such a massive shift. You were never meant for an ordinary life. You've tried to suppress your true nature, to blend in with a world that doesn't resonate with who you are. But the time for hiding is over. The world needs you to step into your full power, to embrace the truth of who you are, a hyperdimensional being with a mission to end duality. This is not the time for playing small. It's time to reign. All your life you felt like you were holding something back, like there was a part of you that wasn't being fully expressed. This was because the world wasn't ready for you yet. But now, as the shift accelerates, it's time to stop suppressing your true self. You were born for this moment, and everything you've gone through has been preparing you for it. It's time to let go of the need to fit in and embrace the fact that you were always meant to stand out. Stop pretending to be less than you are. Stop trying to fit into a world that was never meant to contain you. Your time has come to step fully into your role as a chosen one. This is your moment to shine, to embody the love and light that you've always carried within you. The world needs you now more than ever, and it's time to answer the call. As you embrace your true nature, you'll find that everything falls into place. The struggles, the challenges, the isolation, all of it will begin to make sense. You'll see how every experience was leading you to this moment, preparing you for the role you are about to play. You were never meant to live an ordinary life, because you are here to create something extraordinary. Your reign is approaching, and with it comes the fulfillment of everything you've been preparing for. The world is ready for the transformation you are here to bring, and you are ready to step into your power. Embrace it, own it. This is your time. Congratulations. You've made it to this point. The path has not been easy, but you are here, standing on the threshold of your true purpose. Your time of reign is upon you, and the world is ready for the transformation you are about to bring. Everything you've gone through has led you to this moment. Embrace it fully, without hesitation. You are the chosen one, and the end of duality is near. Step into your power and witness the epic transformation that awaits.